What's going on, guys? It's Biohazard Candy Kid here, coming at you with another great video. You know what? Let me check this light real quick. Alrighty. If I'm too far away from my my phone, because I'm using my phone right now, I can scoot up a little bit so you can see me. Alrighty. So shall we get into it tonight? Oh, damn, what the hell happened here? Alright. So I got my computer behind me running. I'm actually uploading a video that I made, I think last year, a long time ago. There's a lot of videos I haven't posted, so I'm uploading 2 of them and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. I want to give an update to the business I'm trying to create, Heartflow Media. So I'm trying to build a brand. Like I'm trying to build a small business that could potentially grow into a big business. And so my business is going to be kind of multiple things, but they're all going to tie in together. Like, I want to go out into the community and help out small businesses any way I can. Make them more money, interview them, do podcasts with them, get them noticed, by doing videos and podcasts and interviews. They can pay me for it, or I could do it for free. And I want to do photography, because it also, photography, it goes hand in hand with videos because you use cameras. So, do photography, make some money that way. But I also want to do merchandising. Like I want to sell t-shirts and sweatshirts. Like this is a sweatshirt. I want to sell t-shirts and sweatshirts at stores or online. And I want to start off with small businesses. If I'm talking about stores, like within Old Town Temecula, we have these mom and pop shops. Maybe set a few t-shirts outside and say, hey, check out this mom and pop shop. They got cool t-shirts there. I got some of mine there outside. Maybe I'll set up a stand. I don't know, And then online. I know there's Etsy. I know there's Shopify. There's a whole bunch of online stores and stuff like that. But for right now, the meat of the company is doing YouTube videos. Now, I know there's 2 things here that a lot of people are going to talk about. Sole proprietorship and LLC. And from what I've learned from doing my own research and also from other people, who have told me the differences between a sole proprietorship and LLC, from what I learned is that it's just better to go with a sole proprietorship. Now, each state varies. Some could cost more, some could cost less for LLC. And I could talk about both. I could talk about the differences of both, from what I know, from the little that I know. LLC is just the way to go. It's just easier. 1, 2, 3, you get it done. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are going to say, well, it's easier said than done. Yeah, that's true. But I also believe that it's easier done than said. Because like how I got a job, I mean, I got it that easy. I just walked in, I asked if they were hiring. They said yes. I got an interview the next day after I turned in my application, the same day or the next day, whatever. And I got the job. It was that easy, you know? It doesn't matter if they needed people or not. It doesn't matter if it was 1992 or 2022. I got the job. You know what I'm saying? But this business I'm creating, I mean, I'm doing the video part. You see me posting videos. Yeah, I don't post videos regularly. I don't, continuously post videos. There's times where I'll go like a few years without posting videos, a few months. Maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks without posting a video, a few days. But that's okay. That's okay. Because, like the analogy of you have the tree, you have these two trees, and you have the one tree that, is like a sequoia tree, and then you have just a little, tiny garden tree that you put out in front of your house. Which one do you think is going to mature better? The one that grows real fast, that puts its roots out real fast, or the one that takes its time and that develops things over time? I'm taking the route of, hey, I'm taking the route of doing things slowly. Not slow as in the business becomes a full business when I'm 90 years old. No. But I'm taking my time. Like what I'm doing is I'm making sure everything is correct. I'm making sure that I'm making the right moves. I'm not just jumping into things head first and then, having a disaster after that. Of course, I'm going to have ups and I'm going to have downs. Okay? There's going to be thumbs up and there's going to be thumbs down. There's going to be both. So I'm going to experience a lot of things, in creating a business. Everyone does. But I would like to have more positives than negatives. And so if I learn as much as I can, and if I do things correctly the first time, all should go smoothly. Yes, there will still be, some roller coaster rides. I will still go down, in certain areas. Negatives will still happen. But less of them if I, take precautions. Less of them, if I can avoid less of those, that'd be great. I mean, if I could avoid more negatives than positives, that'd be great, Because, see, in today's world, creating a small business has never been easier. I mean, it was also easy in the 1800s, 1970s. I mean, kids were starting lemonade stands back then. Kids were starting small delivery services on their bicycles back then. And there was their small business, and they made, they charged people $5, charged people 50 cents. And they were making some money, saving it in their, piggy bank. Today, it's the same thing. It's just we have e-commerce, we have even, outside commerce, that's outside of e-commerce, where people go set up a shop, by just having a little table outside with whatever they're selling. And today it's easier because there's a lot of cheap products out there that can get you started. Here, I want to say this. Okay? I want to say this. So, and I can show you some things as an example. Okay? And I'm going to talk about a lot of things throughout my journey. Things that I have acquired over time and stuff like that. Okay? So I have a few things on this desk right here, which I'm going to I'm going to talk about. Okay? You know? So, in today's world, if you want to start a business and you want to have videos for your business, or you want to have photography for your business, um, you know, or you want to sell a product, like whether it be bottles with some type of logo of yours, or sweatshirts, or t-shirts, or hats, and I know a lot of people do that, you know, or you want to sell real estate, or you know, if you want to have some type of a business of yours, whether it be small or big, there's a lot of ways to get started. And see, the video part of your business, you know, which can be your advertising, or if it's you making videos because you're a filmmaker, or if it's you showing, you know, photography videos, you know, whatever business you're trying to create, it's pretty easy. You know, first of all, okay, this is a light. Now, this is a light that goes on top of a camera, or it goes on top of a some type of a gimbal rig, some type of a rig. You know, like it goes into hot shoes. You know, it goes into some type of a stabilizing rig. Like I have one here. Okay, like I can put this light. Okay. You actually get a little closer to the camera. So I can put it on top of this camera rig system, okay? And then I can have like this little action camera on top of it. So, you know, and then if your action camera can support like a microphone, somewhere, you know, on the rig you can put the microphone, and there you go. Or you just use the action camera as a microphone that's on board, you know. But you have to take it out of the case, though. If not, you're not going to hear, you know, your voice very clearly. Or, I mean, the people watching your video. Or the other thing is, you could have a cell phone, okay, you know, on your rig. Or you can have a DSLR on your rig. So this is, you know, so, you know, well, the other thing is you can have a selfie stick, you know, and stuff like that. Or you can have a tripod. You know, the thing is all these parts, like, are pretty cheap, you know. You can buy lights as low as like $5, you know. Some lights come with a kit, where it's basically a cell phone kit or a kit for a action camera, and it comes with like a tripod, okay, a microphone, the little cell phone holder and stuff like that, and the light, okay. And you know, you can get those as high as, man, you can pay any price for those, you know. I mean, you can get those for as cheap as like, I guess, $20, and as high as $100, you know. I mean, depending on where you buy. I mean, you can even go past that. You know, there are some that are pretty expensive, some that are pretty cheap, and some that are just right in the middle. So I've acquired all this stuff, you know, for making videos, you know, and for doing interviews with people and stuff like that. And so that's one aspect of this company, you know. I intend to go forward with that. The other aspect, the other part of this company is to do merchandising. Now, I do have people that I'm how should I say it? There are people that I am meeting, that I am having contact with, and that I am trying to I'm trying to have them involved in what I'm doing. Let me re-say that. So, out of my job, I meet people. I meet customers day in, day out. Okay, and some of the customers, um, when I talk to them, I say, how's your day? Stuff like that. You know, um, the job that I currently have. As I'm, meeting and greeting customers and stuff like that, and helping them out in the store. Sometimes I talk to them, and some of the customers that I talk to, you know, I give them a business card. I give them, my phone number if I don't give them a business card, and we talk business stuff. I work at a business, so we talk business stuff. And the managers are cool with that. I have cool managers, by the way. I have cool bosses, cool owners of the store, and stuff like that. Um, and from there on, I say, hey, I'll get back to you, or you get back to me, via text message, or I'll call you. We'll chit chat over the phone, and then maybe we'll meet up somewhere. Um, and then if I really get to know them, then I find out where their business is, and I go meet them at their business and hang out for a bit, get to know their business, they get to know me, and where I work and the business I'm trying to create, the small business and stuff like that. And besides the work, besides meeting people at the place that I work, I also go around town, and I just if I'm out in Old Town, or if I'm out by the mall, I talk to people. I'll give them my business card, and or if I'm doing a video outside, and I'll try to meet as many people as I can, because they could be potential customers. The light in front of me just went off, so if my face kind of went a little black, a little dark, that's what happened. I'm actually going to turn it back on, so just hold on a minute. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to gain customers, but also besides gaining customers, maybe there are some people out there who they're sick and tired of the job they have, the 9 to 5. Or maybe there are people who they've already had a business. They've already started a business. They've already been in the small business world or the big business world. And they're just looking for new adventures, looking to start something new with someone else, And it doesn't matter what age they are. They could be a teenager, they could be a young adult, middle-aged person, elderly, whatever. And and what I'm trying to do is say, hey, you want to come, and do a business venture with me? Whether, you're working a 9 to 5, or you're someone who's already owned your own business for 45 years and you're looking to start another one, whether it be with someone or someone else. Whether it's by yourself or with someone else. And so that's essentially, what I'm doing. It's called networking. And networking is a thing that everybody should do. We're humans, we're social creatures, and networking is one of those things that will help us out. And so essentially, I have people that I'm working with, in the background, to try to help me out and, maybe further this business. And I keep telling them, I say, hey, look, just bring whatever you can, whatever you have. If you have extra equipment, if you have like lights, extra camera equipment, extra lights, extra microphones, extra, whatever, if you have, even maybe a building of yours that's empty and you haven't used it for anything in a while, or you just never used it for anything, and you want to set up a studio there, hey, look, I'm all up for that. Just or if you know marketing skills, if you can help me sell my products, if you can, you know, if you can provide something to this company, that doesn't cost money, because you already have the stuff, then that's great. If you need to go out and buy stuff, like let's say you want to join my business, let's say you want to join this adventure with me, and you want to do, you want you want to be involved in the camera stuff or the light stuff, but you want to have your own stuff, but you don't have it. And so you need to go buy a camera. You need to go buy some lights. You need to go buy some microphones. Go right ahead. I'm all up for that. But if you already have stuff, if you already have equipment, hey, bring it. I'm all up for it. And everyone has a cell phone. They can use their cell phone. But I prefer that you get a DSLR, an action camera, a video camera, and stuff like that. Because a cell phone, you got to use it for your own, contacts and calling people. And so I wouldn't want you to waste your battery on that. So just get yourself a good, decent DSLR. I don't have to tell you what price, anywhere from, I'd say $300 to like $1,000, Just look around, make sure it supports microphones and, stuff like that. If it's an action camera, hey, I'll tell you to go buy a $50 action camera or a $100 action camera. If you want to go get the GoPro, go ahead, So, and microphones, hey, what I'm always going to promote is you get stuff that's not going to break your bank. Okay? Not because you're a starter or you're a professional, but you can just get things done for a lot cheaper, and stuff like that. So, basically I'm getting things rolling. I need to stop being slow. I need to stop saying, oh, well, let's do something. Let's do a video. Let's get things rolling. And then I never do anything. And I need to stop that. I need to stop saying that. And I need to stop being like that. That's my own issue. And stuff like that. So, yeah. I got some videos uploading on my computer. I'm basically exporting them, and then I'm going to put them on YouTube, and stuff like that. And there's some old videos, so I have a lot of old videos I need to post. It's not too many, but it's quite a few. So if you see any videos, past this one, well, not any, but I'll put in the description, an old video from last year or whatever. And stuff like that. So, this is the video portion, of my business. I'm on YouTube. I'm also on Anchor FM. I need to update it. I need to, do more podcasts on there. I just need to get people to podcast with. I mean, I could do it by myself. That's great. But I want to have at least a second person there. And I got a setup for it. I got podcast microphones. I even got lapel microphones. I got all kinds of equipment, all this stuff. And I'll even do video podcast on my YouTube channel. What I think I'm going to do is, because I'm going to get a laptop soon, whether it be from someone who has a used laptop that they just want to give to me for free, or whether I go buy my own. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like Anchor FM going. Well, not Anchor FM. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically do a podcast in two ways. So Audacity. Audacity is where you can make music, but you can also just record your voice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up I'm gonna use OBS for the video portion where it'll be live streaming to YouTube, or I'll just do like a video, with someone, and I'll have like the OBS going with the camera and the microphones, as well as I'll have Audacity. And what I'll do is the audio file of Audacity will be uploaded to Anchor FM, and then the video from OBS will be uploaded to YouTube, and it'll be the same thing. You'll just hear one, you'll hear it, but you won't see it. The other one, you'll see it and hear it. So one will be YouTube, one will be Anchor FM. Or I'll do two separate, things. I'll do two separate topics. One for Anchor FM, one for YouTube and stuff like that. And will I be on other sites? Yeah. I mean, Patreon, Subscribestar. There's all these other sites, Odyssey, BitChute. I mean, there's a whole host of them. So I'll eventually work my way on those. Now, merchandising. You see, I gotta find a way to have like at least a second steady income for now. Besides the place that I work at. Why? Well, you see, money doesn't solve the world's problems. But what money does do is it allows you to pay your bills. It allows you to, fix your car. It even will support this business. So for instance, say I was to buy t-shirts and sweatshirts, and I was to go to the print shop and have them print out, my logo and stuff like that. And then I was to sell them. Well, what if I wanted to sell more? Well, I have to buy them. I have to buy more t-shirts. I have to pay for more prints. It costs money. So the money that comes from the sales of my t-shirts and sweatshirts goes towards more t-shirts and sweatshirts, supply and demand, and stuff like that. The whole business. And it also will support any other equipment that I may acquire for the video part, and if I start making little small film projects and stuff like that, Of course, I'm not going to go all Hollywood here and have a whole film studio and set like that. Just in-house stuff, Maybe if someone has an office building and they have a room that maybe we could use and set up a few things, okay, great. But for the most part, I'm going to need some steady income. This can't just be a business that doesn't make money. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just sit here and work a 9 to 5 and then just do videos like this, or do gaming videos on my desktop computer, and that's it, and not do anything else. Plenty of people do that. They have a regular job, and then they just do gaming videos, or they just do videos about, I don't know, whatever, just like this, off of their phone or DSLR and stuff like that. And they just post to YouTube, and then YouTube's not monetized, and they just, talk about life, talk about cars, talk about whatever, and they just work a 9 to 5 that makes them money, and that pays the bills. I can do that. That's no problem for me, But I'm trying to create an actual business that will make me some money, for starters. And then I'll have it grow and have it make more money and stuff like that. But money is not the object here. It's bigger than money. Hardfloor Media, it's a multimedia company. Like media. What I mean by media is there's the photography side, there's the music side, there's the video side. Okay, video and photography can be put into one. The camera side, the microphone side, and then the music side, and then the merchandise side. Selling things. But also it's to send a message out to the world that we need to step up our game, and we need to get rid of evil. We need to stop sinning in this world. We need to obey God and obey His commands. Read the Bible every single day. The one true Bible of God. The Christian Bible. We can't, we have to change our leaders. We have to put in leaders that adhere to God, that listen to God, and stuff like that. Like you put me as a leader, well, it'll work. I listen to God. I do what God says. I don't do what a human being says. Why? Because man is fallen. Why do I need to listen to a fallen man? When they're just going to adhere to Satan, the devil, they're going to do the wrong thing, they're going to do the evil thing, and stuff like that. They're going to sin and stuff like that. And me too, because I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. But you see, at least I will do the right thing. At least I will lead people in the right direction. I will say the right things. Not what people want to hear, but what people need to hear. And stuff like that. That then will become what people want to hear. You know? And it'll come from God. It won't come from my own asshole. Or the devil. Satan, whatever, or a demon. I don't allow those things into my life. You know? But I'm not a perfect person. I'm not God. And I will never be God, and I'm not trying to be God. Am I trying to save the world? I'm trying to help the world become a better place. And not like, you know, these people who are these elitists of this planet, you know, and this New World Order agenda. You know, no, I'm not for that. See, those people want a better place, but in an evil way. I want it in a good way. You know, the way God intended this planet to be. Because, you know, I'm paying rent to God. This is His apartment, and I'm paying rent. I live here. You know, this is not my planet. This is God's planet. I'm paying rent to it, and I want to take care of this apartment. I want to take care of God's apartment. I want to, you know, make the place better. I want to be the handyman. I want to, fix the plumbing. You know, fix the electrical problems. I need to do that. It's my duty. It's my job. God gave me a job and duty, and I need to do that. And I want you guys to help me with that. I need you guys to help me with that. God needs you guys to help me with that. So, if you can expose the evil, one camera, one microphone at a time, that'd be great. Just go out there, take a video of something evil, take a video of someone, you know, committing an act of sin, and post it. Share it via computer, you know, meaning take a little flash drive, put it on the flash drive, put it in someone else's computer. That way, if, you know, something happens to the internet, it's on a flash drive and it's safe. And, you know, make sure you wrap it around so if a solar flare hits or whatever, it's protected. You know what I mean? So, let's get this done. Let's make Hard Floor Media massive. And let's get it televised. Let's televise it. Not talking about on the TV, you know, that kind of televised. Like I said, spread it out there. Let's get God's message out there. I'll tell you what. God's message is going to be heard like no one has ever heard it before. It's going to be put out there like no one has ever put it out there before. Hard Floor Media is going to be Hard Floor Media. It's going to be hard. You're going to hit the floor very hard with this message. It's going to make you hit the floor very hard, and you're going to say, ow, shit. It's time to wake up. Ow, shit. This is the real deal. You know, so I really want to, you know, press this on you guys. I want to press this on myself. You know, I'm gonna press this on myself first. Of what I'm doing, of what I want to do, what I need to accomplish, what I need to do. And then I'm going to press it on you guys. This is on my shoulders first. You guys are more than welcome to join. So, you know, the merchandising part, let's get into that. I know there's a lot of ways to sell your products. There's online and offline. So online meaning on the internet. And then offline meaning I go to some physical store out in the world and I say, hey, I want to sell my t-shirts here. Would you sell them? I'll give you like a percentage, or maybe they'll take it for free, whatever. You know, maybe they'll do it for free, whatever. And same thing online, you know. Now, which is easier? Well, they're both easy. I mean, yeah, a lot of people say it's easier said than done. Like I said, it's easier done than said. It works both ways. Both ways, it work. Both ways work. Um, or it's easier said than done, and it's easier done than said. End of story. Okay? I mean, you can go against me on that. You can give your own comment. Hey, I'm up for anything. You know? Just be reminded that I have God with me. And that's the end of that. You know? So, online. Well, see, online, the thing is, I'd have to have a place to store them, and then I'd have to ship them out to you, and stuff like that, Unless I find, like, some place in town where, maybe someone will handle all that for me, And then, like, I just do the other half, Maybe they just have a place where, they store them. Maybe I pay them so much, or maybe it's free, and, I just stock up over there, like a warehouse, but a small one. And then, they just do all the shipping and stuff. They just, send it out in the mail or FedEx or whatever they do. Or maybe I do it here at the house. I just put them in the garage, whatever, put them somewhere, and then I just do it from here at the house. There's many ways of doing it. But at the store, well, I just give them the product at the store, and they just put it up in their store, and they sell it, and stuff like that. And then maybe I go over there and I collect my money. See, there is an issue, though. The issue is credit card or cash. See, online, it's all done through credit cards or some type of a card. In store, there's still the option of cash. So I think I'm going to do both. I think I'm going to have online, and I'm going to have it at stores, like at local, mom and pop shops here in Temecula. And the reason for that is because, well, cards, they're traceable. And stuff like that. Cash is not traceable, So I want to have the best of both. That way, if the card fails, then I still have the cash system, which still works. Yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about that we're becoming an online society, cryptocurrencies, on the rise, cashless societies. You can say that all you want. You can say all those things all you want. Go right ahead. But it already says in the Bible what we're going to come to. It already says so. That even gold and silver won't be worth anything. What we're coming to is land and water. That's going to be worth more than anything. That's going to have some worth. Why do you think all these evil people are buying up all the land? Because they know. Why do you think they're starting to buy like lakes, rivers, and they're starting to put boundary zones everywhere? They're starting to even meddle in the ocean. Because they know. Oh, they know. They know what the future is like. Not because they're creating the future, but because they know what God says. They're, and yes, the paper money, the barter and trading system, that's still going to be around. The papers and coins, oh yes, physical stuff will still be around. They know it will have to be. They know that the metaverse is crap. They know that they're creating these crappy technologies that come from Satan. They know that. It's just that they don't care about what you think about them. They don't care, but only to, put them out there, have them happen. They don't care about anything else. So, basically, I'm going to do both methods. There's going to be, in stores and online and stuff like that. So, that's basically it with that part, I could go more into depth about, products and stuff like that. you know, like what to buy, what not to buy if you want to get started making videos and stuff. And I know a lot of people have done that. You know, I could do that. Do I want to do that? Do I need to do that? Um, yeah, I guess I could. I could do an hour video. I don't have a problem with it. I could do another 20 minutes, you know, 10 minutes. Um, you know, well, let me just say this. So there's a lot of products out there today that can get you started into making videos or doing photography. You know, um, from my own experience, well, I started off on like this old school point and shoot camera, which I still have. It's behind me on my desk. And it's just an old Kodak EasyShare DX 7440, you know, 7440. And it's just a point and shoot camera. This is what it is, you know, and stuff like that. And it does take video up to, I think, 720p. I think is the max it goes, but like the lowest I think is like two something, 480, 720p, you know. Um, and stuff like that. The zoom is kind of far, but not too far. Let's see, it has like it goes 33 to 132 millimeters, and stuff like that. I mean, 4x zoom. I mean, it doesn't work. I mean, the batteries don't work, so I have to get new batteries for it and recharge them. It takes those old SD cards before they had the micro SD. I can put the new micro SD cards in here, but I think I can only put up to like 16 gigabytes in here, max. I think so, because it was at a time when like we had 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8. Let's see, I think it's when we had like 2, 8, and 16 gigabytes or whatever. You know, it's an old camera. The audio it is what it is. I can't plug in a microphone. I don't think so, unless I have like a little dongle. Yeah. So, you know, there's a viewfinder. It has a screen on the back. You know, stuff like that. I mean, it's not what I started off on, but this is like what got me really into like YouTube. There's an old YouTube channel of mine. I don't remember the password of it. I think it's Biohazard 91 or Candy Kid 91 or something. Biohazard Candy Kid 91 or I don't know. But like, I was using this camera with it, and I didn't have any other equipment but this camera. So to get the camera up really tall, you know, so I could you know, show my, at least from here to here, I stacked up a bunch of video game boxes. This is before I had tripods. This is, you know, and this screws into a tripod. This is before I had tripods, before I had microphones, stuff like that. And then my second camera was like a smartphone slash action camera, which was the GoPro Hero, the very first one. When the GoPro Hero 3 was out, I bought the GoPro Hero for $140. This bike shop had like 2 of them left, trying to get rid of them. It was just new old stock, you know, it was just, they were laying around and whatever. And the GoPro Hero 3 was out, I believe. Well, the 4, and I had gotten the 1, stuff like that. I thought it was the 3 or the 4, but I didn't realize that the 3, was it the 3? No, it was the 4 that had the screen, and stuff like that. And so basically, after that, I just grew from there. When I, the GoPro, okay, when I got the GoPro, and it came with all these accessories, I said, wow, there's like all these accessories that I can use to mount to different things. And that's when I started to like be like, okay, let me get more accessories. And one of them is my dad's old tripod that he had laying around in the garage, very old, that he used to use for photography. And I said, you know what, let me use this tripod with that GoPro camera. Let me mount it to my helmet, my mountain bike helmet, road bike helmet. Let me mount it to the front of my handlebars on my road bike, mountain bike. Let me try different things. And then from there I grew. And as I got better smartphones, more cameras, more microphones, things just grew. And I started a new YouTube channel because I couldn't remember the password of my old one. So there's just one video on there. It's whatever. And so here I am. Now there's still stuff, I'm going to get I'm actually in the works of looking into a remote for my cell phone so I can start and stop videos. I don't have to go up to my phone, press the start and stop button, and then come and sit down. I can just press the start and stop button from here. And I'm looking to get one for my camera, my DSLR, so I can use it to take photos from far away. I don't have to stand right up to the camera, or I can just that way if I take a photo, I'm not holding the camera. It's just steady on the tripod, and I just press the button, a remote button, and the picture is great. And out comes the picture. So I'm looking into those. I'm looking into a set of lights, whether they're softbox lights or whether they're just these standing lights like this that are on a stand that you plug into the wall and stuff. Just LED lights, a set of 2, a set of 3, whatever, and softbox lights, or another set of these, like what I'm using on my, the one I'm using, right now on top of my cell phone rig, or one of these with the hot shoe, so I can put a bunch of them together, string a bunch of lights together. So I have some things in the works, because lighting, I can turn on this overhead light. I can have the lamp in front of me. I could have the lamp behind me, and I could have the light right in front of me on my whole rig setup. My whole rig that I have set up here. But for right now, I'm I don't know. I'm just looking at things, for later on and stuff. Oh, and the other thing that I'm looking into is a set of wireless lavalier mics. Because the corded one I'm using, it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I love it because it just uses the power of your camera or your cell phone, which is great. But I am going to want to get a set of lavalier mics. Now, the ones that I'm actually going for, they're from a good company. They have one that comes with just one set, just one mic and the receiver, and then the other one comes with 2 lav mics and the receiver. 2 lav mics and 1 receiver, and stuff like that, which is great, because it's great for sit-down interviews. It's great if I'm putting my camera somewhere and I'm walking, and stuff like that. That way I don't have to be tied to, a cord and stuff. If I'm just here at the house, I can just set up, my lav mics here, or I can set up my my studio mics that I have behind me on my boom stand, stuff like that, on this little tripod stand like you see here. Also, I can set up these ones if I want to walk around, if I don't want to use lav mics. I can have these in front of the camera, stuff like that. These come in handy, shotgun mics, or this interview mic if I'm going to be standing and talking to people outside. So I have a bunch of mics, but the last mics I'm going to get are going to be the wireless lav mics and stuff like that. And I'm going to get a reputable brand. Maybe I'll do an unboxing, not an unboxing, but maybe I'll do a product review after a year of use, 2 years of use, and I'll let you know. The lav mic I'm using right now, from Purple Panda, works great. I got the one that comes with a set of 2, so you can do interviews. I know there's a lot of other companies out there that make lav mics, but for the price, I think Purple Panda, nailed it. And they work with cell phones. They work with DSLR cameras. They work with all types of uh, things that you can plug microphones into. A lot of the microphones I have, they're not too expensive. I mean, I didn't spend over $100 in mics, in a microphone. My most expensive one, I guess you could say, is like $50, and it's the one that's right here. You know, it's the one that I use on my desk when I do like desktop videos in OBS, and it's just a Movo, uh, you know, microphone, just a Movo cardioid, or how should I say? Yeah, it's just a Movo, mic, like ones you see, like ones you would see, on when people do podcasts. I guess you can call it a podcast mic, stuff like that. It's not like the Blue podcast mic, but it, you know, it's pretty cool. I like it. It gets the job done. It doesn't use phantom power, so that's a great thing. So I can plug it into anything. It's not going to short. It's not going to have any issues. Um, you know. Then like I showed you before, I have this mic that came with my podcast equipment, and this is also great. Stuff like that. I can hook up my podcast equipment to the phone, and then plug this in, you know, my little podcast sound card thing, and stuff like that. But for right now, I'm just using this lav mic. I think with a podcast, when I actually do like an interview, I'm going to have basically someone. When I do my live streams on YouTube or my interviews with someone, then I'll set up my podcast thing with my phone, or I'll just do it through a laptop or my desktop or whatever, and stuff like that. Let's see. All right. But for the most part, everything is great, I just really need to get things started. So I'm going to continue to do videos. I'm going to try to do one. I'll try to do one daily, I guess you can call this one an update video, like a long one. But I guess I guess this one is just me talking, and just letting what's coming, what's up, at least with my life in terms of this business and stuff like that. Yeah, because I really want to get things started. I want to get the ball rolling, because hey, look, don't want to stay at the 9-to-5 job forever. Sure, I can. Do I want to? No, I want to create this business. I really want to create this business. But the 9-to-5 job is also helping, me create this business monetarily. Just, because even for a while with like, okay, for instance, let me say this. So if I started today selling T-shirts and sweatshirts with my own logos, stuff like that. If I did merchandising today, sure, it would make me money. But see, the money I make from my job, my 9-to-5, as well as the money I make from the sales of the merchandise I have, sweatshirts and T-shirts, both incomes would actually support the merchandising part of this business of Hard Floor Media, and stuff like that. They really would, because I would combine the two, and then I would take a good portion out of it, and use it towards buying more T-shirts and more sweatshirts in bulk, and paying for more, and then printing more stuff, and getting them printed and stuff like that, and selling them, and and stuff like that. And also, paying for the shipping and all that, and when I send it out to people because they buy it online or whatever. So that's another thing. Now, here's the other thing. A lot of people are weary because they're like, well, we purchased your product. Well, you're going to have to send it to us. You can't just, take our money and run with it. I know that's a thing. And I could tell you I'm not that type of person. I could tell you that. I could say that. A lot of people say that. A lot of people have said that. And they said that just to be like, oh, don't worry about it. Come on, just give me your money. And then they run with it. But I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. I'm not going to sit here and, just tell you that. I like action. I like to just take action. I don't like to just tell you things and shit like that. And have you, be another one of those. It's like, yeah, I've heard that a million times. And I got scammed. Nope. You're just going to see the action. That's what you're going to see. You get my product. I send it to you. The deal is closed. End of story. And stuff like that. And if you have trust issues, okay, sweet. I have trust issues too. All humans do. So, I'm going to get the ball rolling, Things are, you're going to start to see more things happen. The guy who is setting up his, I guess you could say, party hall again, where he's going to have live bands, he's going to have videos, podcasts, all this stuff, I'm going to join in on it. We're going to do some stuff together. I'm going to maybe, get him on, this product side, maybe get him in on the product side of my business. Maybe he can help me out, maybe I can help him out, maybe we'll sell things, together and make some big profit, and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is what's coming. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's not just for me. It's for everybody on the planet. I'm here to do God's work. So, I hope you guys will enjoy this adventure with me. Please like, subscribe, share. Don't like, don't subscribe, don't share. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't really care. It's not what I'm here. That's not what it's all about here. I'm not all about that. I don't care. And stuff like that. Leave a comment. Don't leave a comment. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't matter to me whether you do or not. I'll respond back to you. I'll, say something if you do. But other than that, like I said, I'm here to do God's work. I'm here to expose evil. One camera, one microphone at a time. I'm here to televise it. I'm here to have you do that. So, make the world a better place. Make the world the way God intended it to be. Let's not have God's apartment be destroyed. Let's actually fix his apartment. Let's do it. Let's all become handymen. Let's get the job done. Let's get the bad apples out of the apartment. Let's get them out of here. They're not needed. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because, I sure enjoyed making it. I enjoy making all the videos, And I want to, before I go, I want to say this about positivity and negativity. I promote positivity on this channel. I'm a positive person. Am I always happy? No. There are days when I'm not happy. There are days when I, feel down, when I'm upset, when I'm mad. So my life is not perfect. My life is not always happiness. And that's reality for you. It's not the metaverse. It's not, all these apps where you can edit a picture and make everyone smile. And make all the pictures, that have been taken just have smiles and make it seem like the world is a happy place. Because the world is not a happy place. I want to make the world a happy place. I want to get there. I want the world to be happy. To infinity and beyond. by how God says to. I want to do it the way of God, the way God tells me to, and stuff like that. So put on a smile, you know. Seriously, put on a smile. Make someone's day. Say something nice about someone. And look, I'm going to tell you this. If you call someone fat, and you're telling it, like, because you're telling the truth. If you're telling the truth, you know, like, if you go up, if someone's fat, and you say they're fat, and it's the truth, just say it with a smile, you know, or say it, you know, without a smile, you know. I'm totally okay with that. If you call someone skinny, and that's the truth, that's fine. The other person should take it as a compliment. And they should say, but in this, here, let me restate that. So go out there and compliment someone. Say something nice about them. Say something that will make their day, but also tell the truth. So, for instance, you see a fat person. They're fat and they're ugly because they're fat, or because they just have an ugly face or ugly body. Say, hey, look, you're ugly. You're fat. That's who you are. That's how you are. I just want to let you know that. Now, whether their feelings get hurt or not, yeah, that matters, because feelings run the world. But you see, they got to take that and turn it into a positive thing. Meaning, if you tell them they're ugly, okay, and this is what I mean, you know, by ugly. You know, God, in God's eyes, they're not ugly, okay? But there's also another side, you know, that is, they are ugly and stuff like that. And who are you to define who's ugly? Well, yeah, I mean, God has created ugly things of this planet. Oh yeah. God has created abominations. You know, God has created them. So has Satan. And they are what they are. You know? We're all made in God's image. But are we perfect? No, we're not perfect. You know, there are certain people who have deformities in their face, in their body, in their arms, legs. You know, they have deformities. And so you just got to tell the truth about who they are. You know? Like, for instance, I'm going to tell the truth about myself. And I want you to also. I'm skinny. I'm a skinny toothpick. That's who I am. I have a beard. I have a mustache. I have a little, you know, a goatee that goes into my beard. I have curly hair. That's who I am. You know? I have eyebrows that go into kind of a unibrow. It's not really a thick one, but, you know, it's there. Can't really see it too much. But I'm a skinny toothpick. I have skinny arms. I'm a toothpick. You know, and stuff like that. You know, look at the size of my ears. You know, look at the size of my eyes. Look at my nose. My nose, you know, it is what it is. It has like a little red rash, you know, from scrubbing it too hard, you know, when I clean my face, taking a shower. I mean, that's the truth about me. I'm a skinny toothpick. You see how my face looks? That's the truth about me. We all need to tell the truth. The truth doesn't hurt me. You say all that stuff to me, it's not going to hurt me. Because I'm going to take it and be like, you know what? Thank you. But see, there's also another side to it. I'm not unhealthy. I'm not fat. I'm not overweight. I don't have any health issues. And I'm talking about from being fat, overweight, and stuff like that. Sure, I have a disability. Sure, it is what it is. I was born like that. That's great. I love it. Sure, uh, you know, eczema is a real thing. You can have mild forms of it. You can have extreme forms of it. I got the mild form. Sweet. Awesome. Other than that, I'm healthy as can be. You know? And not, oh, I'm breathing, oh, I'm alive, stuff like that. Yeah, okay, my next door neighbor is alive and breathing. Doesn't mean he's healthy. I mean, how do we define health? See? That's another topic that I'll get into in one of my other videos. So, you see, tell the truth. If you tell the truth, the world will be a better place also. It will begin to be a better place. We need to tell the truth. We need to quit lying. Because we're lying to God, is who we're lying to. Not just our fellow peers, not just our fellow humans, not just to one another. We're lying to God. And God, He doesn't like liars. My grandma never liked liars. You know what she did to liars? I'll tell you what she did. And my parents do too. My parents do not like liars also. But I'll tell you what my grandma did. So if you were at my grandma's house, when she was alive, whether, it was me or my cousins, if any of us were at her house and we lied to her, oh, she'd have a belt, she'd have a tree branch, she would have a fly swatter, she'd have all sorts of things. And she'd say, go in my back room, go in my bedroom. She'd close the door and, she would just be like, I'm doing you old school. Bend over, and you don't get one smack on the ass. You get like 5 smacks on the ass. Not a tap. You get 5 smacks on the ass. Now, of course, as she grew older, maybe she'd give you little taps, because she was older, in her 80s, 70s, 90s. When she was younger, as I was a child, oh, and trust me, our parents would allow her to do that because it was her house. But you tell the truth, hey, okay. My grandma was a real Christian woman. You lie to me, you lie to God, and God says you need to be punished for your lie. So same thing, just tell the truth. That way, you won't have any punishment. That way, you won't be punished for lying. Just tell the truth, and you'll get rewarded. You'll get a reward in the end. Not just from a fellow human being, but from God. God will reward you. Oh, yes. And I know that we're not perfect, but come on. I know that, you robbed a store, and yet you don't want to tell the authorities you robbed a store. You'd rather just lie and say, I was at home watching TV. I don't know what you're talking about. But just tell the truth. The death penalty is the worst that can happen to you, and you want to avoid the death penalty. See, and that's another thing. See, people are afraid of death, but yet they do things that kill them. So they must not be afraid of death. You know what I'm saying? So, just be a good person. Just be positive. Make the world a better place. Do something for your fellow human. Say something, nice to your fellow human being, but also speak the truth. If they're fat and overweight, say that to them, and then say, look, if you want, I can help you get healthier. I can help you become, skinnier but have muscle. I can help you exercise. I can help you eat right. If they take it, fine. If they don't take it, hey, look, that's fine too. That's their fault. Let them live in their fault. Let them, die. Let them, go down. you know. You tried helping them. I mean, you can keep pressing it on them. You could keep pushing them. I mean, you can give incentives. So just like I say, just like I always say, make the world a better place. Expose evil. One camera, one microphone at a time. That's what Heartflow Media is all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be signing out. Alrighty? So, you guys enjoy your day, your night, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, Isaac Candy Kid. Signing out.